Good afternoon and welcome to Centennial Park in Central Saanich, BC. I'm Cam Smith with U Sports Production. Thank you for joining us for today's District 7 Little League Minors semifinals, hosted by Central Saanich. After 1 week of exciting round-robin action, the field has been narrowed down to 4 teams, with the winner moving on to Sunday's final. Today's first semifinal game features a number 2 seed, Layritz All-Stars, who face a number 3 seed out of Hampton in what should be an entertaining matchup. These two teams met earlier in the tournament, with Layritz coming away with a victory, so settle in for the rubber match and enjoy this year's District 7 Little League semifinals. Let's play ball! And on the mound for Hampton is Harris, and leading off for Layritz is Cole. And 2 strikes on Cole, and a high fastball, and that's for the first strikeout right there. You gotta love that. That's a good pitch by this young man. And Stokes next up to bat for Layritz. And Harris with the pitch, and Stokes gonna take the first pitch, and he sends it deep, but right there is Ozzie with a great catch. And that's for the second out of the inning. And next up is Hashed, and Magoo has 2 strikes, 2 balls on him. And Magoo with a pitch. Oh, that's a beauty, Pete, in the outside corner for the strikeout. And that'll be just what the doctor ordered. 3 up, 3 down. That's a good start for Hampton. And Smith on the bump for Layritz today. Magoo at bat. And there's the pitch. And he's going to walk him. And that'll put runners at first with nobody out for Hampton. And up next is going to be Holden. And there's 2 balls, 2 strikes. And rearing back is Smith, and firing it just on the outside corner. Nice pitch, and that's for the strikeout. That's a great job. Bounce back there for Smith. And next up the bat's going to be Hudson. And Smith, the 0-2 count on him. And Smith with the pitch. Oh, that's a beauty. And Smith with the strikeout. And that's 2 outs in the inning right now. Runner has moved over to third. And that's going to be a pass ball. And then the score is going to be Hampton on the pass ball and the walk. And that's going to run her at first. And then there's Smith's going to walk another batter and get himself in a little bit of jam here. We got runners at first and second. 1 run already in. And that'll be it for Smith. And coming in to relief is Krompacher. And he's going to come in with 2 runners on base. And he's going to face Jacob. And with the pitch, he's going to walk Jacob, and that's going to load up the bases. And we got a little bit of trouble brewing here. And next up to bat is going to be Sawyer. And this is quite the jam that Layritz has got themselves in early on. And full count, Krompacher with the pitch, blows one by him, and gets out of a big jam. 3 left on base for Hampton. What a job by Krompacher on that pitch. That's a beauty right there. And with the score 1-0. That's going to be Smith at the plate. Smith, he's going to go the other way, and that's picked up nicely right there by Sawyer over the hole, and that's a great job. And that's some textbook baseball right there by Hampton. And next up is Asher. And the pitch. And the pitch, that's a nice one, but that's picked up again there by Sawyer. So over to first the hole, and what a job right there. That's a beauty. Hampton's defense just showing their strength right now, with Sawyer taking care of business with the first 2 outs. And then August up Magoo. Magoo's got a 1-2 count on him. And that's hit hard, August. And that's going to go right to third baseman Jack with a pop-up. He's going to get it. And that will retire the side. And we're going to head to the bottom half of the second inning. Still 1-0 for Hampton. Then Krompacher with the pitch right here. Oh, and that is hacked right over. Goes over to Cameron. Cameron picks it up over to first in time. That's a nice play. Layritz defense shining early on as well. And then next up the bat is going to be Griffin. And Magoo with a 1-2 count on him. And he'll take a hack at this one. And that's going to be popped up. And August will take that. That's for the second out of the inning. And things moving smoothly for these pitchers early on. And then Benny is going to be up to bat. And Benny, he'll hit this one sharply. And, that's just a little mishandle right there. And he's going to be safe at first. We got a runner for Hampton with 2 outs. And that'll bring up Max to the plate. Yeah, 3 balls, 1 strike. Krompacher with the pitch, 1 on, and he gets under this one, and that's going to be popped up right to Dylan. Now retired aside, 1 man left on base. Still 1-0 Hampton, heading to the top of the 3rd inning. And up to bat, that's going to be Quaid. And Quaid waiting on a pitch, and he likes it. He swings, and he's going to hit. Oh, and it's just missed. It gets over the top, and it's going to head out the outfield, and that's going to be a stand-up double right there. A nice hit by Quaid, and get things started here for Layritz. And then Benton's going to come up to bat next for Layritz. And with the 1-1 count, Magoo's sizing up Benton. Magoo with the pitch. Oh, and this ball's hit hard, and that's going to make it way out in the outfield. And I'll tell you what, we got runners on the corners now with that nice hit. And Layritz has got something going at the top of the 3rd. And that's going to bring up Cameron to the plate. And Cameron, he's got a couple strikes on him. And the pitch, it's going to get by him, and the runner's going to come in, and he'll score. And moving over to second is Benton, and he goes over to 3rd as well. Heads up base running right there by this young man. And Benton on 3rd, and Magoo, he's got 2 strikes on Cameron. And Magoo with a pitch. And oh, that's going to get loose all the way to the backstop, and that will score another run for Layritz. They're going to take the lead 2-1. And look out, here comes Layritz. And then Magoo, still with 2 strikes on Cameron, and this time he's going to say hello right down the pipe for the 3rd strike, or for the strikeout. That's a great job there by Magoo. And that'll bring Cohen up to the plate. 1-1 count. Cohen turns on this, and he pops it up, and Griffin camping under this one. He's going to take it for the 2nd out of the inning. And that's going to bring up Fraser. And Fraser up to bat. And 2 outs in the inning. We got a runner at 3rd. And look out, we got 2 strikes on him. And Magoo with the delivery. Oh, that's a beauty right there. That ball had some movement on it. And that's going to be 3rd strike, and good job. A little tough there for Magoo, but gets out of the inning and to score 2-1 for Layritz. And we're going to head to the bottom of the 4th inning, still 2-1. And stepping up to the plate, that's going to be Hudson for Hampton. And Hudson's going to take a turn on this, and he's going to go the opposite way out to left field. On is dropped, and Hudson, he's going to round first. He's going to head all the way over to second. And that's Hudson in scoring position now for Hampton, looking to get something back here on this Layritz squad. And then next up to bat, that's Tanner. Tanner's got 2 strikes on him. And Krompacher, he turns on. Oh, and that's a high pitch and a swing and a miss right there by Tanner. He got chasing this one. And then Ozzy's going to step up to the plate next for this Hampton team. And Krompacher rears back, and just with a fastball. What a pitch by Krompacher, doing a great job today on the mound. And then next up the bat, that's Jacob. And on the 0-1 count, oh, Jacob takes this right back to Krompacher, over to 1st, and that will retire the side. And just what the doctor ordered again. And getting out of this inning, still 2-1, heading to the top of the 5th inning. And that's Ashton at the plate. He's going to take a rip, but this one, it makes its way through the infield, and Ashton gets over to 1st. And things starting again here for Layritz. That's going to bring up Smith, and Smith at the plate. And Smith, he's going to take the pitch, and he's going to drive this all the way out. That's going to go out to center field, but Ozzy's all over that. And he fires it back in quickly, testing that the runner at 1st. And that's for the out of the inning. And then stealing right there, that's going to be Ashton, gets over to 2nd. And next up the bat, that's going to be Asher. And Asher, he takes a blooper right here, and that just got trouble all over. And we got runners at 1st and 3rd for Layritz. And look out. We got Gerhardt stepping up to the plate, and runners at the corners. And Eric Gerhardt looking for some insurance here, looking to cash in that runner. And with the first pitch from Magoo. And Gerhard, he's going to rip this one right down and get through the infield. And that will score the run. Runners at first and second. And great job by Gerhard. 3-1 for Layritz right now. That's a big run. And Holden will come in to pitch for Hampton in relief of McGoo. He pitched a pretty good, solid 4 innings. And we're going to have a walk right away, and that's going to load up the bases for Benton. And Benton steps up to the plate. He's got a 3-0 count, and Benton's going to walk. That's going to bring in another run. And a few more runs would score for Layritz by the way of walk, and they'll bring in a new pitcher, and that's going to be Griffin. And Griffin in the pitch, and he's going to face Fraser. And with the bases jacked, and the pitch, and this is going to be hit right out to Bailey. Bailey picks it up and gets the force at home. A nice heads-up play, and that'll be for the second out of the inning. That's a big one right there. And base is still loaded, and that's going to bring up Dylan. And Dylan's going to hit this sharply right over to third, pick it up, take the force out right there. There's Jack, and that will retire the side, but not before Layritz. 4 runs in the inning to make it 6-1. We head to the bottom and half of the 5th. And that's going to bring Sawyer up to the plate. And Kronbacher doing a great job on the mound. He's going to settle things down here for Layritz. And there's a pitch, and that's a ball. That's going to go all the way to the backstop. That's picked up. And Sawyer looking to get things going here for Hampton. And Kronbacher, 1-1 count on Sawyer. Out of the stretch of delivery, and that's going to be ripped. And that will make its way through the infield. And with a nice hit there is Sawyer. And that's getting things going once again here for Hampton. And that's going to bring up Jack to the plate. And Kronbacher with the pitch. This ball is hit right back to Kronbacher over to first, doubling him up. And not much you can do about that is watch. And you just got to love that one. Plays that or making, I guess what team you're cheering for, but I tell you what, that's a great job right there by Kronbacher. And Kronbacher with Griffin at the mound. He's going to go the opposite way for this, but this will get right out to August Gerhard, and that's a great job. That'll retire the side. And top of the 6th, that's Bailey. He's going to face Kronbacher. And he goes the opposite way with this. This is bobbled a bit. And in at first safe, that's Kronbacher. And that lead runner on. And the pitch is up and away. And Kronbacher heads up play, heads over to second, and that's for the steal. But Holden would walk anyways on the full count. And that's going to put runners at first and second for Ashton. And Ashton's going to lay down a bunt. That's picked up right there by Bailey over to first, and he'll take the sure out. We got runners at second and third, but the ump's going to send them back. And then that's Smith at the plate. Smith, that ball gets by him, and now the runners will move over to second and third. And in business is Layritz once again. And then Smith at the plate. Smith's going to turn in this one. He's got a big hopper on. This gets away. O'Neill picks it up. One runner will score. O'Neill fires it home. What an arm. And that is for the out. One runner will score, but what an arm there. But Smith just kept on chugging around the bases. He's going to come in to score. Jeez, out of nowhere, Smith there he is. Kind of caught Hampton off guard. And he's going to clear the bases there with that inside the Parker. And then Olsen's going to walk and score 8-1, but they're 2 outs and looking to get out of this any way they can. But Gerhard, he's next up for Layritz. Dangerous hitter with that runner at first. And Bembo out of the stretch, ties him up. Bembo with the delivery. Gerhard's going to take this. He's going to hit a big one hopper. That's just tough to get right there. We got runners at first and second with 2 outs. And Quaid's coming up to bat now for Layritz. Looking to cash in a runner here. And Benbow, he's got a full count on him. And Benbow with the pitch. Right down the pipe, and that is a great pitch by this young man for the strikeout, leaving 2 left on base. But Layritz cashing in some more, and it's 8-1 right now. Here's for Layritz All-Stars. And leading up for Hampton is going to be Benny, and the last kick at the can here. And a pitch by Krompacher. And getting a piece of this one right over to first baseman. And that's Olsen making it look easy for the first out of the inning. And then next up to bat for Hampton is going to be Max. And he's going to get a hold of this one. But right there with a great play, that is Gerhardt making adjustments at full stride. And great job by this young man getting that ball. And that's going to bring up Chase to the plate. And Chase looking to get things going here. Krompacher with the pitch, and Chase gets a hold of this one, hits it right over to short, and firing over to first, not in time. And we got a runner on for Hampton. Yeah, that's going to bring up Harris to the plate. And with 2 outs, runner at first, and Harris at the plate. And Krompacher, it's an 0-2 count. Krompacher with delivery. Oh, and that's a great pitch. And that will retire the side, and that's it. And punching your ticket in tomorrow's final on Sunday is Layritz All-Stars. What a job. Great job by both these teams. You got to love it when they come out and play like this. But Layritz has come out on top 8-1. And we caught up with Owen Krompacher for his thoughts on the game.
Cool. Big game today, semifinals, Layritz against Hampton. How's it feel? You guys just punched your ticket into tomorrow's finals.
Very good. We had a tough start, but we got to it, and yeah, let's do it again tomorrow.
Tell me about your pitch today. How did it feel?
Very good. Curveball was working today.
It's a big game tomorrow for you guys.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that game tomorrow?
Good.
Who'd you like to face?
National.
Yeah, big game on Sunday, 1 o'clock, July the 12th at Central Saanich against the winner of Lake Hill and National. Let's get out in the community. Let's support events like this. My name is Cam Smith with U Sports Production. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you on the field.